welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing all the books I want to read right now or very soon. The first one I'm actually currently reading, and I'm also doing a reading vlog about this book, so I won't go into too much detail about it, but it is A Very Large Expanse of Sea, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm on a big Tara Mafi spree. Like, I'm just reading all of her books. So I read all of Shatter Me because it is my favorite series, and now I'm just wanting to read more of her books. I got this one very recently and I'm only like 3 chapters in. I'm really at the beginning, but I want to read it, and currently I'm reading it, so this is probably the first one that I finish out of this whole video. And I highly recommend all of her books. This book is so good so far, and usually the beginning of books is questionable for me because I usually like to get into books like in the middle of it, and I hate the beginnings, but this beginning of this book is so good, and all of Shatter Me is amazing, so I highly suggest any of her books. The next 3 are library books, so I actually want to read them just to give them back. I might not end up reading these, but I really want to try to read them. And the first one is Small Town Hearts, and this is a romance. I'm not fully in the mood for romance right now, so we'll see if I get to it, but I'm really excited about this book and I want to read it very soon. The next book is called Hello Girls, and I actually don't have it with me right now, but it is also another library book. I really want to read this book. It seems really good. I started it like a while ago, but I only read like a chapter or so, and it was pretty good, so I want to try and read it also very soon. And the last book is Tell Me 3 Things, and I actually started this. It was also really good when I started it, but I never got around to finishing it, and it's been on my Goodreads currently reading for like months now, so I really want to read this one probably after A Very Large Expanse of Sea, like right after, because I just want to get this out of my currently reading and into read. So the next series I don't actually have, but I've been wanting to read it because I've never read it and many people have, and I just wanted to give it a try, and that is the Hunger Games trilogy. I don't have it with me right now, but I want to try and get it from the library and read that because it just seems really good. I never really looked into it until recently, and the storyline seems really interesting for the types of books that I like. So the next book is another Tara Mafi book, and that is Furthermore and Witchwood, but I don't have it. So Furthermore I bought like a really long time ago when I was younger, at like a grade school book sale or whatever, and I just never got around to reading it, and I never realized that the author would be my favorite author in the future. So I've just had this book and I want to finally read it because it is my favorite author and I'm trying to read all of her books. I want to also read the second book. I don't have it. I might buy it so my whole collection can be complete of her books, but I might also just get it from the library. That is Witchwood, like I said. I just really want to read this soon so I can finish all of her books, and I think it's gonna be really good. I heard some good things about it, and the cover's really pretty. It's really nice. So the last book, or I guess series, is The Promised Neverland, and this is just a graphic novel, so I probably could have read it by now, but I just haven't. So I really want to read this whole series. I think there's like a lot of books in this series. I'm actually borrowing it from Chloe right now, and the storyline just seems really interesting, and I've been just wanting to read it. I think I might read it currently, like while I'm reading A Very Large Expanse of Sea, because it's one that you could read really fast. So I want to try and get more of the books in the series and read more of them. That is all of the books I currently want to read. I hope you enjoyed this video, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.